Hey there guys, happy Tuesday. I just got done cleaning my room up, getting the pile of laundry clothes that were over there. They were overflowing from my clothes hamper onto the crates. That's how much laundry we had going on in this room. Things have just fallen behind in this household. With everything going on with the dogs, with everything going on in life. So today is a day we need to reset and get this house in order. But I wanted to jump on and give a little update on Miggy here, who you still see is bandaged and in a cone still. If you don't know, if you don't follow our Facebook page, our Instagram page, or our community page here on YouTube, we got the biopsy results back for Miggy, and there was no cancer found. Look at those ears. Do you know I'm talking about you and you're listening? No cancer found. Found out Friday of last week. I could just feel this just tension go out of my body when she told me. They were thinking it was most likely some sort of an infection, bacterial, fungal. They said there's also a condition with dogs. It's a autoimmune issue to where it can cause the toenails to be soft and brittle. But they don't think that's what it is, but they did discuss it on the biopsy report to keep an eye out for it just in case. But all his nails, other nails seem fine. It usually affects multiple nails. But that, she said, could be treated with fish oil supplements and something else. I'm not sure if it was like a prescription thing they would give him, but it can be treated if it ended up being that. But she's thinking it was most likely just a very bad infection. So it makes me wonder, should I have cut the toe off? But she said sometimes with those infections, they still have to do an amputation because they're so hard to treat. So, and so hard to get rid of. So the good news now, we know it is not cancer. So that was such wonderful news. So, so he's doing good still. It's only been, last Friday, it was 2 weeks. So it's only been a little over 2 weeks. Since he had his toe amputation. And if you guys remember, Grant was in a bandage when he had his toe amputated. Here's Grant here in his crate. He had a bandage on for, I swear, it was 3 weeks to a month. And a couple other people wrote me and told me when their dog had their toe amputated, it was almost a month they had a bandage on. So it's only been a little over 2 weeks. I know some people were concerned that he still has a bandage on. But yesterday I took him to the vet and he has no sutures in anymore. All the sutures have been removed. It just needs a little bit more extra time for healing. So they're having me, now that the sutures are out, they're going to have me for the next week change his bandage every day and put a cream on the incision site. Because it's a little pink. It's still a little, I don't want to call it raw, but, you know, it's just still, it's still tender. So we still need to protect it. And the cream, I'll type the name here on the screen. I can't remember what it's called. Silver something. I can't remember. That'll help that'll protect it from any kind of infection happening with it, from any kind of bacteria growing or anything. So they're having me put that on. So today was my first day changing his bandage on my own. So I watched a couple YouTube videos. There are YouTube videos. Just search, if you ever have to wrap a paw, search how to bandage a dog's paw. And there's quite a few really good informative videos. And I was really nervous taking his bandage off. But we got it off. I did notice a sore spot on this side from the medical tape where they would put it around the top here to hold it in place. Excuse the dogs crying. There's a squirrel out front. So you may hear them whining. They're fine. It's just because they see a squirrel. You see it. You hear them whining. You hear them whining. You want to go see what's going on? I have the window open so he can hear noises out there too. But I noticed a sore spot on his skin. So I did not use the medical tape on top. I think I did a pretty good job wrapping it. It's not too tight. I can fit my finger under there. So I followed the instructions really well. I think I did a pretty good job. I am putting a poop bag over it and then wrapping some press and seal around the top. So it keeps that poop bag on. Only when there's dew outside, when it's wet. When it's not wet, I just put a little toddler sock, baby sock over it when he goes outside. But I think I did a pretty good job. I'm not going to use the medical tape on top, and we'll see how well it stays on, because he usually, with his bandage on, he usually just lays around all day until he's outside, so it should stay on pretty good. We'll see. We'll see. This is vet tape. So he has a sterile gauze, a non-stick sterile gauze over top the cream, and then I wrapped it lightly with some gauze, like rolled gauze, and then I wrapped that vet tape on top of it. So I think he'll be good just with that and not having to use the really sticky medical tape that sticks to his hair. It was terrible getting it off this morning. So yeah, so we have to do that till Monday. He has to go back next week on Monday, and they're going to check it out again and see if we need to continue doing what we're doing, or if we can finally let it just be off and air dry. And because it's his foot, they're outside. That's where the dogs go to the bathroom. That's why he's got to keep this bandage on, to those of you who were concerned of why he still has it on. You never know what could get on it, and then it get infected. So, I know he wants it off really bad. I want him to have it off really bad, but it's what's best right now. So, anyway, so that's my little, look at your messy face. Look at that messy face, Max. I think it's time to wash faces today. And maybe tomorrow. We'll have to brush it for sure. My goodness. It's been really in the morning. It gets really wet at night and in the morning. And of course, Schnauzers have their nose to the ground all the time, and that beard gets wet and nasty. Yes, it does. Gets wet and nasty, right, Max? So it gets crusty. We gotta brush that out this morning. Look at these two over here. You know I'm talking, so you're sitting and listening? You're listening to today's little video update? Grant's just hanging in his house. Hanging out in his house. The other dogs are looking for squirrels, so. All right, guys. So just wanted to do this little short video, give you a little update on Miggy. He's doing good, even though he looks really sad. Miggy can really get you with his sad eyes. Yes, he can. But he's doing good. He's doing really good, so. All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys again. Maybe towards the end of the week this week. I'll give you another update on how this bandage, changing of the bandage goes this week. So far, so good. And I'm going to have to keep it up. She said to make sure when I'm changing it, kind of smell the foot, that there's no odor. Make sure I'm looking at it. And if there's any issues, I can call them this week. So, but so far, so good. Yeah. All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye-bye.